Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Allergic to Stupidity. Today's little chit chat is a little more serious or thought provoking, hopefully. One of those things that we've struggled with for years and years is we always tell our kids, whether they're your personal kids or kids in school or wherever, is treat people the way they want to be treated. And my kids having had to deal with bullies just because kids are kids, but one was particularly, he ended up in trouble with the police big time. Would say, but that's the way he wants to be treated, so I'm going to treat him that way. And I've had discussions with students about cyberbullying, and they said, well, if they're treating me that way, I should be able to treat them back on that analogy or that do unto others things, which I still agree with. However, one of the things that I struggled with was the concept of respect because people would say, you have to earn my respect. And in the last couple of days, I have come to a clarification. I have to earn your admiration. So if you want to admire me, I have to earn it. It's not something I'm going to automatically give. But respect is treating people the way you would want to be treated, even when you don't like them. Even if they treat you like shit, you are still going to treat them with human dignity and understand that you don't understand where they're coming from. So I may not like a person. That doesn't mean I have to be vicious and nasty and put down. So with that in mind, this is all coming down to the fact that our Prime Minister has stepped down, or is in the midst of stepping down, as the leader of the Liberal Party in Canada. And Elizabeth May, who is, I think we now have two Green Party members, but she has been the leader of the Green Party on and off for years and years and years. Latest stint started in 2022. And when he stepped down, this was her statement given, which I thought put it very nicely, very concisely. And it said, this morning, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau finally admitted the inescapable conclusion that he had to step aside to make room for new leadership. The fact the announcement could surprise no one is to admit the obvious. Over the last year, but particularly the last few weeks since December the 16th, the decline in his support has been painful to watch, like a slow motion train wreck. But the partisan and political moment should not distract from the basic human things that should be said. Justin Trudeau was never groomed to fill his father's shoes. And as a young man, he did not seek out a future in politics. He decided to be a teacher. As the Liberal Party was knocked so far back from following the 2011 election, the MP for Papineau was assigned the far rear corner of the chamber of the centre block, sitting with me, the first Green MP. I know how he struggled with the decision of whether to run for Liberal leader, weighing how it might impact his personal life. He was being recruited as someone who could rescue the Liberals. A major win was not a likelihood. If anyone knew what it would mean for his children if he was to become Prime Minister, as a child of a Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau knew. I have observed for many years how he has consistently prioritized his family's time and his children. To say that public service is a sacrifice is to state the obvious. For that, and especially at a time when basic civility has eroded to where he could be attacked verbally and rudely in front of his youngest on a Christmas holiday, underscores how hard that public service has become. So no matter how Liberals broke promises, variously saddening me and make me very angry indeed, those are better made in a 2025 election. Today, I want to thank Justin Trudeau for his service to his country and wish him and his family much happiness and peace in the year ahead. Elizabeth May couldn't have said it better if she tried. She put out that there was things that Justin Trudeau and the Conservative and the Liberal Party, let's not mix parties here, did wrong. She said that some of those things made her angry. But she still acknowledged the service that the man did, and that service is hard. So whether you're an MP or an MPP, but an MP, there's lots of times you're not home for your kids. You're not home for birthdays. You're not home for school grads. You're not home for a lot. And we like to think they sit in these golden little towers. But think about everything they give up. And the reason I'm coming up with this today is because the amount of disrespect I am seeing against this gentleman who literally went, I didn't want to do this as a kid. And he was asked as a kid. He went, nope, I know what my dad went through. He knew what he was getting into. But he just felt it was the right thing. And we all need to take time and say, you know what? We were tired of him. That's fine. But that doesn't mean that we can rip him apart. It's not okay. So all those F Trudeau flags, I hated them and despised them the second I saw them. I know people were frustrated with COVID and the restrictions that had to be put in place. I get that. But going around flying those flags, or one I just saw was a song going, 3 cheers, he's gone, is not respectful, and it's not the way you would want to be treated. So therefore, don't treat other people that way, even if you don't like them. And there's lots of people in this world that I really don't like. But that doesn't make it okay to sit, scream, and yell that the world's better off if he's dead, or F him, or whatever. Nobody deserves that. So, in closing, short one today, let's remember to be respectful to everyone and understand that anybody who's in service, public service, that job is harder than you think it is. Whether it's us teachers at the front of the class dealing with 25 families and all their problems, or and we're off in the corner, or it's the cop who has to show up at a car accident site and find out it's his kid in the car, which did happen about 3 years ago down here on the Queen Elizabeth Way. The cop that responded to that call, it was his kid in the car. Now the kid survived, but that cop had to bite the bullet and do his job. So you might hate cops, but you need to respect their job, and they're doing their job. And that's the same thing goes for our MPs and the leader of the opposition. You all know I don't like the man, but he's just doing his job. I disagree with his policies. I disagree how he treats people. And one of the reasons I don't like him is because he is not respectful to other people. And that says a lot to me about his character. So, take care, have a good day, and let all the toxicity of the last few months flow off your bodies. Take care, guys. Have a good day. See you next time.